Hello, this is Janine, the Celestial Messenger, here to give you a reading. It's been really cold, damp, and foggy here in uh, California. I live really close to the ocean. We could walk to it. I'd like to give you a reading tonight with the Mind's Eye Tarot cards. Get some oracle cards from Beyond the Fog and Shade. I'll do a 3-card reading. You choose 1, 2, or 3 from the Romance and Love Oracle cards, and then I'll try to pull these all together to give you a general reading. Remember, this is a collective reading. Some of it may or may not resonate with you. We'll take what resonates, leave the rest behind. Remember, there's no gender in tarot. However, if we do get some gender cards, kings, queens, emperors, empresses, please reverse the roles where they shall fit. Okay. At the end of our reading, I'd like to get the Triple Goddess Tarot, 1 card from there, some positive energy to give to you. Okay. So, let me take a moment to cleanse the energy. This is Palo Santos. It gets rid of all negative energy. You could use it around your house, your bedrooms, wherever you think negative energy may be lurking. Even if you're in a negative mindset, it's really a good thing to burn. Because it will help you get out of a negative mindset. First off, I'll give you guys some Palo Santos. Let's cleanse the energy. Cleanse the cards that we're going to use. We've got to make sure we have some positive energy coming out tonight. I'm not sure what we're going to read upon. I know a lot of people have been doing a lot of transformation, healing, putting an end and death to some situations, and moving on. And that's what I've been feeling lately. Okay, we got some nice energy going on right about now. So now we can call in spirit and say our prayers. So if you are sound sensitive, please turn down the volume while I'm calling in spirit. Okay, I'm going to say a prayer. Holy Spirit, we ask that you continue to guide us and protect us. We ask that you give us insight and guidance on our current situations. We ask that you lift the veil of falseness and reveal that which is hidden from us. And we thank you for your blessings, wisdom, your power, and your work in our lives. I personally want to thank you for the sun, moon, stars, the heavens, the earth, all the beautiful scenery that I'm exposed to daily. I want to thank you for my family. They're so precious to me. My 2 cats, my dog, they're very precious to me too. The clean water that we receive and the nourishing food that we have. Also, all the blessings that you have bestowed upon my family. Also, God, I'd like you to have all monitoring spirits go deaf and blind during this reading so that we may get a positive, accurate reading. And we ask this in Jesus Christ's name, amen. Okay, that being said, I'm so happy you're here with me, Soul Tribe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming to my channel and listening. Do have an announcement for the 25th person that joins the membership. They will receive the Starseed Oracle deck. It's really pretty. For the 50th person, they will receive the Romance Oracle deck. Romance Angel Oracle deck, excuse me. And for the 50th, I think it was, the Kipper deck. I like this deck. I use it sometimes. So I have 2 of these decks. I could give you a sample of them so you could see what they're going to be about. Comes with its own little book. It's always nice. But, they have Pretty nice scenery. Yeah, I like this deck. Maybe I'll do a next reading with this deck. But that being said, on with our reading, Soul Tribe. Oh, also, I did want to use some tea leaf fortune cards at the end of the reading, and that will give us some kind of aspects or personality types that you might be dealing with. So, let me give 3 shuffles and a cut to our deck. I will read reversals with this particular deck. Haven't done the mind's eyes in a while, so I'm kind of excited to get it out again. It's kind of like meeting an old friend again. Okay, it's beautiful. Has gold all the way around it. Pretty nice, colorful. Okay. Now I'm going to do 3 shuffles and then a cut. If you need any more information, I'll probably pull out the Light Seers Tarot deck. Okay, a cut. Alright, let's see what comes out. What is the energy in today's field? The Page of Pentacles reverse. The Ten of Cups upright. Page of Pentacles reverse. I'll show you the card. We're going to go like that. Okay, and then the Ten of Cups upright. Looks like you're going to get an offering from somebody who might not be in that great of a mood. But let's see. 10 is about renewal, completion, and ends of cycles. The Two of Pentacles, somebody may come in and offer you love, unity, balance, partnerships. It's a pretty card. That's a nice card. Ten of Cups is an emotional card. I'm going to call out the signs at the end. Okay, your next card is a Five of Pentacles. You're definitely not being left out in the cold. 5 is about conflicts, change, and instability. So you're gathering your footing. Collective, you're definitely not out in the cold. You're not experiencing too much change in the energy tonight. And your next card is Star Reverse. Where's the Star Reverse? Okay, hopefully you can see all those. Your next card out is the Six of Wands. There's a victory going to be here. Sixes are about harmony, teamwork, cooperation, also victories, winning something. Maybe you're going to win the lotto, I don't know. 8 of Cups. Looks like you have to walk away from something or someone in your life. Judgment, because you called judgment on a situation. Or Source called judgment. Your next card out is the 8 of Pentacles. 8s are usually about action, taking action. So maybe you're calling judgment on somebody because they weren't doing their work, or they haven't been taking action towards you. And your last card out is the World card, and that is reversed. Maybe somebody wants to complete another cycle with you, or this could have to do with the worldwide internet. But let's get into it and see what is going on. So I'm going to clarify these cards after I tell you a little bit about the cards that I pulled. So the first one is we have a Page of Pentacles. Pages are usually younger sort of energy. immature, not very mature at all. It is a person, though. Actually, how many people do I see here? I see a page, a star. It looks like collective, you might be the star. Okay. Somebody in your energy field has missed an opportunity by being reckless and causing a waste of your time and energy. This person may want to come in and speak with you. Because the reason why I'm saying that is you have the 8 of coins here. But you also have next to it the 10 of cups. I'll read upon that right now. Or let you know what's going on with that card. This is reversed. So I'm going to pull these over here so you might be able to see them a little bit better. Hopefully you can see them. Nope, you can't. Let me pull these down a little bit. And bring them a little closer. There, hopefully you can see them. Looks like you can't. Let me adjust this a little. Okay, there, now you can see them. Okay, so you have a Page of Pentacles reversed. You have a 10 of Cups. And remember, 10 of Cups is renewal, completion, or end of a cycle. But it's a Cups. Cups has to do with emotions. You are having security in your life. You're having a harmonious family life. You're enduring love, emotional and spiritual happiness. The 10 of Cups shows two people who look happy and secure together and totally fulfilled. They're joyous and content because they have everything they have ever wished for. It's about emotional fulfillment at this time. So, collective, it looks like you are happy. Your next card is 2 of Pentacles. This is about partnerships, unity, balance, love. It's Earth sign. So, the 2 of Pentacles card shows a woman holding 2 pentacles as if no weight to them. She has decisions to make and is concentrating on making the right choice. This card tells you that with focus, attention, and care, you can make the right decisions to maintain harmony in your life. It means balance, adaptability, flexibility, equilibrium, unity, balance, and partnerships. So, you might be getting into a new relationship and going towards your 10 of Cups. You're not feeling left out. You're not feeling left out in the cold. You're not feeling that there's any conflict in your life at this time. You're not feeling unstable with the 5 of Pentacles reversed. You're feeling pretty secure, actually. So that's a positive energy to be in. Okay, so reverse, it means recovering from financial loss, peace, and forgiveness. Remember, you know, if you went through a bad situation, which it looks like you might have closed out a cycle with somebody with the World card. You can restore balance in your life and have peace. And try to forgive, you know, even when somebody comes in and causes a lot of conflict in our life, it's okay to forgive them, but, you know, you can still remember why You probably had to remove somebody out of your life because they were causing a lot of conflict in your life. And this may have been the Page of Pentacles reversed because they're very immature person that was in your life. They also may not have been healed, or maybe you're on your way to healing, because your next card out is the Star card. That's a major arcana card. The person you may be dealt with or dealing with could have lied to you, caused despair, hopelessness, a lot of mistrust, and you definitely had to close out a cycle with that person. The Page of Pentacles. It's more than likely an earth sign. Pentacles has to do with earth, and I'm going to say that is a Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. Possibly. The star bridges heavens and earth, casting universal gifts of life and truth on the waters of the soul. So maybe some truth was revealed to you. Okay, your next card is Six of Wands, which is victory. You're feeling very victorious. You're getting, you're lining up your pentacles. You're getting that all taken care of. You're no longer in financial loss. You're having some happiness in your family and stability. Oh, and possibly love's coming in. But here's happiness and stability coming in for you with Ten of Cups. Even though you may have given up somebody that was being that lied to you and causing despair, that was probably in their Page of Pentacles energy, you still are finding a lot of happiness with your family, your animals, your life in general, your life's, there's a lot of happiness happening in your life right now. But this is a card about victory. The Six of Wands. That has to do with the energy of fire. It's a fire energy. So you might be feeling a little bit fiery right now. Kind of proud of yourself. I would be if I was in your situation. Okay, the Six of Wands shows a woman returning victorious and triumph. This card is all about deserved pride, success, and recognition for your achievements. You didn't just get it handed to you either. You achieved this. You achieved victory over something and success. So now you're going to possibly get some recognition from that. Success, progress, having pride, and a victory, as I said before. So you're having a lot of victory right now. You're feeling pretty darn good, collective, okay? Your next card out is Eight of Cups. Eights have to do action, mastery, accomplishment. It's probably because you had to walk away from somebody or something. So this is a Cups. It has to do with your emotions. Water rules Cups. Your water signs are Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. Took me a few minutes to think about that. I know I remember it all. It just took me a few minutes to recall. So I think you had to walk away from somebody that was being very deceptive towards you. They were lying, telling you lies, and they were very immature, thinking that you really, probably wasn't paying attention to their lies. The Eight of Cups shows a mermaid swimming away and leaving the cups behind. Her feelings are of profound disappointment. She's letting go and searching for new truths. The card shows that you may be avoiding or escaping a problem. So you may have been escaping this person that's not on their healing journey. Apparently you have healed because you're in happiness. But like I said, it might be a Page of Pentacles, might be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, masculine or feminine, but you had to walk away. You're letting go. You're searching for the truth. You're changing plans. You're moving on. You're escaping. And you're releasing the situation through peace, power, and love. Through forgiveness. Remember, peace, power, and love. We want to forgive people with peace, power, and love. Okay? So I think you guys have basically done that. Your next card is Judgment. You've called Judgment on the situation with this Knight of Pentacles, or Page of Pentacles, actually. And Judgment is, or maybe Source called Judgment. But I'm thinking you call judgment of it. Maybe you're just getting tired and fed up with somebody's lies and deception. And, you know, maybe they didn't want to take accountability for that. So the judgment. Judgment is an angel who holds her horn ready to call us forward to be judged. The Judgment card is one about awakening and being called forward. It's a time for you to make decisions and become a better version of yourself. Use your intuition to help guide you. This is a time, since you let this person go, you walked away because they're being very they were not healing, maybe some childhood issues, traumas. You're not out in the cold. You know, you have a lot of stability going on. You have a lot of happiness. But I call on this judgment on this Page of Pentacles, who also may be watching you. I don't know how they're watching you, but could be stalking you one way or another. So the Judgment card is a renewal. It's being very decisive. You're awakening. And you are also taking your accountability in a situation. You have no regrets. You have no remorse for leaving this person behind. And you made probably a good judgment call, because this person was not healing, because they're in the Star energy reverse, and Star is healing. You're not out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. There may be a new partnership, or this may have been an old partnership that you call judgment on. Okay, your next card out is the Eight of Pentacles. But it came out reversed, so maybe this person wasn't putting any work into the situation, because this card is about work, taking action, accomplishment. They had no victory. They weren't putting any work into your relationship. It's a Pentacles card, so that has to do with Earth. Everything Earth on the earthly realm. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles is a woman takes a pentacle and sews it into a beautiful tapestry. You can see the work she has long been doing, very repetitive, but it's reversed. So it means that this person might have been lazy, lack of motivation, and probably wasn't fulfilling their part of the expectation in a relationship. Your next card is the World Reverse. This one kind of scares me a little bit because it did come out reverse. Usually the World, when it's right side up, means a cycle closing. But it looks like this person may want another cycle with you. So I'm thinking you call judgment, though. Since you already called judgment, I don't think they're going to be able to have another roundabout. I think you've already made your decision. The world. I know the World is a 20. Card, and it usually means closing out something. It's a completion of a cycle. The World, as being a final card of the major arcana, holds a profound significance. It signifies the successful end of a very long journey or project. The World card indicates that you have a sense of fulfillment and strong feelings of accomplishment. However, This is reversed, so it means stagnation, emptiness, and you have given up on this whole situation. Because you feel empty and there was no forward movement in that situation. So that's what I see so far. So I'm going to put these back down the way they were. And we're going to get out some other things. That was right here. Page was here. Your final outcome is, yes, you are closing out a cycle. There's a renewal, there is a completion, and this is totally ended. There is no turning back. Because this person was not healed. And you are in your Ten of Cups era. You're feeling total happiness. Even though you've closed out the cycle with a person. But you know deep in your heart that there still is going to be love in your life. And harmony, unity, balance, and possibly even a new partner coming in. Because you've done your healing, collective. You apparently called judgment on a situation that was very stagnant. You walked away with the Eight of Cups, and you feel very victorious in this whole situation. That's what I see is happening. I could bring it all together. The person that you're dealing with was probably a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. You might at one time seen a happy home, a lot of happiness with this person. There was a lot of fulfillment that you were hoping for. You might have had a lot of love for this person, but you had to make a decision because they were acting very immature. This is the immaturity card. They also may be watching you because they're a Page of Pentacles. Maybe stalking you. You're not feeling left out on the cold based on your decision. You're feeling pretty darn good about your decision. You know that there's going to be change, and you're ready for that change to take place. Because this person was probably dealing with some childhood traumas, living in their shadow side, basically through their ego, and wasn't healing. They were telling lots of lies. This card lies. You had to walk away. You can see she's moving out of the way. She's leaving. Leaving, put, him or her, he or she, leaving the situation behind. Because you called called judgment on the situation. Maybe you were using your intuition, and your intuition told you that this person was being very immature due to the lies and deception. Because of that, you are now feeling very victorious. You feel like you've accomplished something. You made it through the darkest part of your day. You've healed. You can see this little star right here. It's also showing healing, right on the person. The person is going through healing, feeling very big, having a lot of victory because you did close out this cycle. This is the end. There's no coming back from this cycle. It's done. It's over with. You've forgiven. You have forgiveness in your heart. You've released this person through peace, power, and love. And that's how that all went in this reading so far. That I do see. I'm trying to get these so you guys could see all the cards. But you also know that there's going to be somebody that, by your decisions, there's still going to be happiness for you. Happiness is going to be your final outcome, actually. Okay, so let's see if we could get some more energy from this reading. From the person you had to walk away from. What's going on? Let's give about 3 shuffles for this. We're gonna find out through Beyond the Fog and Shade. See if we could get any more information. So it did look like you successfully closed out a cycle with somebody, something that was bothering you that you had to make a decision about. Actually, they gave you no choice in the matter because they were being lying and deceitful. It's kind of like the Seven of Swords card. I'm surprised that card didn't come out, because that's usually the thief card, the lie card. That didn't come out. I see a lot of earth, really. Mostly earth here. Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. I see some cups. We got 1, 2. We got 2 cups. So you had to be using your emotions a little. You had to go into your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy to make this decision. Let's see. You do have 1 wand, which is a fire energy, and that's the victory card. You know, you probably feel very, happy that this whole situation is done and over with, because the cycle did close. So you might have gained some happiness through closing the cycle out. Sometimes we have to do that, though. When somebody comes into our life that isn't, acting in their higher self, more like their lower vibration, it'll take a little while to make the decision, but in the end, you made a positive decision. Okay, Spirit, can you tell us some more? Ooh. Okay. The Page of Pentacles here that he's talking about. It came out reversed. This Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn may be very mad. They may be angry and full of chaos right now because you did that. But you did it, I think, for very good reasons. They were lying and being deceptive towards you. You wanted your happiness back. You wanted to be happy. You wanted your happiness to be back. Okay, your next card out is Not Turning Back. That goes hand in hand with, where's the 8 of Pentacles? She's walking away. Where is she? Right there, 8 of Cups. Okay, as you could tell in this card, you're walking away from a situation, probably this Page of Pentacles. And you have decided to call judgment. There's no turning back. The bridge has been burned. It's over. It's done, like I said before. Okay, could have been possibly your twin flame. Some people are here, twins are here to just teach us lessons. I find that it's very rare that a twin flames come back together because they mirror back something that you might need to heal. That's what your twin flame's all about. The twin flame journey is somebody will come into your life to basically put you on a healing journey. Sometimes twin flames do come back together, and when they do, it is remarkable. It causes a lot of victory. But in this case, your twin flame came in and taught you some lessons. Okay, so you had to go on a journey, a voyage, by walking away. Once again, you walked away. You can see it in the cards. And you went on your own journey. You went on your own voyage. Because the person was lying to you. They may have even been trying to confine you, bind you to them in devil energy. That's the devil card. Or they might be getting confined themselves, going to jail or something. Maybe their reckless behavior, maybe their lies, their deception. Who knows? But it does look like you have moved on and you're making somebody very angry about that. Okay, your next card out. Follow moon. Balance your mind. Try to create unity in your life and find balance and harmony through this situation. You have the kindle of a spark inside you. There's a fire, a flame inside you. You're not giving up hope. And that's coming out underneath the happiness card. You still can find your Ten of Cups, your total happiness, by closing out this cycle through the World card. You do feel very victorious, having a lot of victory. You know that you still hold a flame. The spark is inside you. And you don't feel like you've really been left out in the cold. You're feeling a lot heavier. Maybe balance is being restored in your life after putting it into this cycle. And the next one is coming to light. You had to go in and heal after you made the decision. Here's the decision. The decision is Two of Pentacles. You had a choice. Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? Should I stay? Should I go? I don't know what to do. I got to make a decision. I know what's going on. So you came into the light. And you probably use your intuition to understand that you needed to make this decision. So you needed to make a decision. And by doing it, you came into the light. So that's wonderful. You still know that you carry the spark to make sure that your home and your family are very happy. You're happy materialistically. All your needs are being fulfilled. This is the one of the happiest cards in the deck besides the Sun card. So you know that you still carry the spark and flame inside you because you've gotten in and healed. You're not carrying any resentment. You're not, you're feeling very balanced right now. You have a balanced mind and heart. Okay. And by that, you're not feeling that you've been left out in the cold. Maybe somebody wants to come back from the cold, but this cycle has completely ended. There's no coming back. You've already made your decision because you have called Judgment. Here's the Judgment card. When you call Judgment on this, that's when this whole situation went under. Judgment, and the cycle ended. And hopefully this will go into, So since you carry the spark in you, the flame, source's flame, you might start having some kind of charming chat, inspiring news that will bring you even more joy and happiness and make you feel more accomplished, feeling very much that you have a victory in this. So inspiring news is coming in at you because you've healed. You're feeling victory over this whole situation. You got somebody out of your energy that was a low vibrational energy. They were lying, they were being deceptive, and they were also being childish. And let's see. Hopefully I get another card here that will explain the last two cards. It's Refuge of a Flowering Soul. Cultivate your spirit. So I believe because you've gone in and did some healing, you're no longer having to heal that wound. You are you're cultivating your spirit still. You're possibly going in and meditating, talking to God a lot, or using your intuition a lot, which is messages from God. Now we want to know about this laziness card. Let's see about this laziness card. Source, can you please tell us about why this person was being lazy? Why they didn't want to put work in this whole relationship? What's going on? Oh, okay. Well, that explains this card. This card means laziness. It means that they didn't take action in the situation because they were being bullheaded. The bowl of strength, masculine force, flame. Remember, put the the gender aside, it could be masculine or feminine. It's masculine force, flame, resolute rules, maybe leadership. They were having dominance over you. They wanted full control and power. That's why they didn't put work into the situation. They were commanding in their presence, basically living in their ego, their shadow side. Now, there's nothing wrong with working with your ego. Your ego is there to protect you, usually. So I'm going to put these cards away now. I tied it in to show you how I can read the cards and put it together. So we all have light, we all have darkness within us. It's whether or not you can create a unity and work with your ego, not work through your ego. Your ego's there for protection. Ego helps you in fight or flight situations, which you might have had to go into just to go away from this immature person that was in your life, that was being lying and deceitful toward you. Such a shame. I'm really sorry for you guys to have to go through that, collective. But I am very happy that you guys are on your healing journey. You wanted to restore happiness in your life, and it looks like you really did. You're not really, you're not hurting from the situation, because obviously they weren't putting any work into the situation. There was no work being put in by the Eight of Pentacles reversed. Unfortunately, some people. But it did say that they were being forceful and domineering. Usually a person like that you really can't work with, because they want it their way or no way. Sort of like, I want it my way or the highway, and it looks like you guys chose the highway. That's funny to say. But congratulations, that you're still happy, you've healed, and you're moving forward. So, let's move on to the next little tidbit I have. I'm going to get some tea leaf fortune telling cards to see if we could get some clues as to who this person might be. We already know that they're either Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So I'm going to pull 10 cards. If I can hang on to them. So I'll try to see if we could possibly find out how you can identify this person. Well, of course you'll know. Whoever you walked away from, you know who that is. But maybe there's other messages here for you. It does look like you might start collaborating with somebody else. And you are gaining victory in the whole situation. Healing. You feel accomplished. You feel like you've accomplished something. You're succeeding at something in your life. Probably focusing on, it looked like a lot of pentacles in the reading. And pentacles have to do with financial issues. So it looked like a lot of pentacles. I don't think you guys are hurting financially. Okay, so your first card is Sun, happiness and well-being. By closing out the cycle, you're now in your Sun energy. I told you guys were happy. You are in your happiness and well-being energy. That's your first card, the Sun. Your second card is the Ram. The person you might have been dealing with was a stubborn, aggressive person. Your next card out is the Door. Opportunities are waiting for you. I did see that. Success and accomplishment and victory with the Six of Wands. You are going to have some opportunities. There's going to be a door for you to walk through. And you're going to be very successful in your endeavors. So I did see that. Okay. Your next card out is Apple. Temptation will test you, though. Oh, be careful. They may want to come back in. Like I said, because it was reversed and the world was reversed, they may want to have another cycle with you. Yeah, that's what I see. And I do see that they may want it, but like I said, you've already called judgment. Judgment's going to stand. Because God gives us free will. Okay, your next card out is Tulip. You're going to have great passion, probably with this opportunity that you're going to be handed. Okay, you could see those. Your next card is Leg. Stepping into a new experience. You're no longer stuck and stagnant like the other person is or was in your life. Because you've gone in and done healing, even though the other person didn't want to go on the spiritual journey with you, they could have been your twin flame, and they had a choice to go on this spiritual healing journey to heal their childhood wounds, you know, to start believing more on source and their intuition. But you personally have spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. You carry the torch, the flame within you. Your next card out is Sunrise. Oh my goodness, there's going to be new creative ideas, new ventures, a fresh start. Well, we've seen that because you're walking away from the situation. Very true, very true. Congratulations, collective. New start ahead of you. Frying pan. Yeah, I've seen that this person might want to talk to you. I know they're stalking you somehow, either your social media, could be TikTok, could be Instagram, Facebook. Possibility of them stalking you and trying to contact you, and they want you to get back into the frying pan. They may accuse you of something. They may create some kind of trouble, but I don't think that's going to work too well because you close the cycle out. They may want another cycle with you. I did see that in the reading. And your last card out is I. Ooh, I'm so proud of you, collective. You have psychic ability. You've opened your third eye. You're trusting in your intuition. You've gone in, done some meditating on this whole situation. You knew there was a decision to make. You trusted in the messages that you got from Source, that you needed to walk away. Congratulations for listening to that intuition. And that is very beautiful. That's what I have so far for you. A lot of happiness, though. I want to remind you, even though, you know, there could be a little bit of trouble, but it's not going to ruin your overall happiness. This little, you know, frying pan trouble and accusations that they're going to come in with, they're not going to ruin your happiness and well-being, because a door is opening for you. You have lots of opportunities. They may want to tempt you with a nice opportunity themselves, but it might be tempting, but I don't think, since you called judgment, you're going to go for it. You're going to have a lot of passion with your creative new ideas, new venture, and your fresh start. You're going to have a lot of passion and ability because you went on a spiritual development. You enlightened yourself. You became aware of what this person was doing. They're possibly stubborn and aggressive, kind of like the attitude of my way or the highway. You use your intuition and put a close to this chapter of your life. And so that's what I see for you. Congratulations. It's always hard to leave something that, you know, to make a wise decision, but looks like you did. Looks like you made a very wise decision by using your intuition. Okay, so as I said before, we're going to use the Romance and Love Oracle, so we can see what else is coming now that you've closed the cycle. You know, once you close the cycle, something new comes towards you. Let's see. So we're going to do pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. I'll do it. 1, 2, 3. You guys pick one in your mind. Don't change it. Just whatever number comes first to your mind, go with that number. That's using your intuition. Okay. Stick with just one. One number that comes to your mind. Is it pile 1, pile 2, or is it pile 3? Once again, I want to thank you. Thank you very much, Soul Family, for joining this channel and listening to this beautiful reading. Okay, I'm going to do, I'm sorry, I'm going to cut the deck. And then I'm going to lay them out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. It's pile 1. 1, 2, 3. Pile 2. 1, 2, 3. Pile 3. So, if you guys chose pile 1, you don't mind being alone because you do have friendships, and it looks like there might be a surprise on your horizon because you've gone in and reflected. So, you have a friendship coming in. This connection is based on friendship. It may never develop into romance. So, this could be about the other relationship. You had to do some alone time, spending some time alone. It will help you gain clarity on your relationship. That this person may have only wanted to be friends. Friends with benefits possibly. Lying to you, future faking you, love bombing you, breadcrumbing you. They didn't want to put work in. But because you left the situation, it looks like you will be getting a surprise. Romance surprises are on the horizon. Be open to them. So that's what I see for pile number 1. Now that's beautiful. Like I said, when one door closes, when you put an ending to a situation, a new cycle starts over again. Kind of like the wheel of fortune. The wheel's constantly spinning. So when you close something, a new door opens. When you close a door, another door opens. Okay, so if you pick pile 2, you have gifts. Love's greatest gift is the ability to truly understand one another. So you have this new person coming in, I believe. There's going to be sparks. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other with gestures of love. And it's going to be very beautiful because you probably asked a star. Your hope and optimism are a powerful love magnet for you right now. So I think you're calling in a new love, or possibly a new friendship. Okay? If you pick pile 3, you're being very charismatic right now. You are calling in another mate by closing out the cycle. Like I said, when one door closes, the heartbreak is a part of human experience. It will pass. You will be together with somebody else because you are very charismatic. You're in your Empress energy or Emperor energy. Love flows to you. You radiate charisma and charm. So, let's bring this all together. Okay. I'll bring this all together for you now. Person from your past may have only been a friendship. That's all it was ever going to be. Or an enemyship. Like I said, they weren't putting any work into the situation. They were love bombing you, breadcrumbing you, lying to you, being very childish. Maybe even wanted you to chase after them when that kind of energy, the runner-chaser dynamic usually ends at the age of 40. Okay? So if they were over 40 and they wanted you to chase them, they were being very childish. Okay, you went in and did some alone time. You will be surprised because when one door opens through heartbreak, this had to close. A new opportunity is coming in because you wished upon a star. You hold the spark in you. You also have gifts. You use your intuition. At this time, you are in your Emperor, Empress energy. You're being very charismatic. Love is going to flow to you. You're radiant. You're very charming. And in the end, you will definitely be together with somebody. But make sure when you do get together with somebody, find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. So, loving each other. Just, doing fun things that bring you just simple pleasures and being together. So that being said, that's what I have for you. And let me get out the Triple Goddess Tarot deck. It's the big cards. I'm just going to pull one card and tell you what the meaning of the card is. These are really pretty cards. I didn't realize how pretty these cards were. So let me show you them. They're very pretty. I might use these next reading too. I might just use them as 5 oracle cards next reading. That'd be fun. Oracle cards are like messages from the angels. So, okay, so we're going to get the Triple Goddess Tarot. That is this. They're really big cards. Hang on a second. My dog came in, so I have to go close the door. It's kind of cold here. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Collective was fast. Okay. But let's put this down. I'm going to use these bigger cards. Let's see what the goddesses have to say to you right now. How can you work with the energies? Continue on your spiritual path and your enlightenment and using your intuition. These are more like cards that will help get you through certain situations. They are cards that kind of give you advice. They're advice cards, that's what they are. Let me make sure they're all correct before I go shuffling again. So yeah, I've seen a lot of pentacles. Pentacles means finances, so looks like your finances are looking very good right now. Like they're on going up. If they're not looking good now, they're getting ready to explode. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna do a cut. See if we can get out. Infinite Truth card. And number 23, that's a 5 card. 5 card means changes are coming in. I already think you guys know about that because you closed out a cycle. That was probably not so great for you. Okay. Get these cards correct. I don't know how they get messed up. And they do. My cat likes to get up here and get into everything. Her name's Baby. My other cat's Taxi. He is just a lover boy. She, on the other hand, she has to fight with me all the time. She's taken over his spot too. Okay, so we do have Infinite Truth card. A number 23. Dang it, I think the dog just did it again. Okay, well, we're going to get through this. Infinite Truth. You must understand the whole of life, not just one little part of it. That is why you must read. That is why you must look at the skies. That is why you must sing and dance and write poems and suffer and understand for all that is. Go to the truth beyond the mind. Love is the bridge. Right now, you're being asked to alchemize and transform. As we journey along the path of infinite bliss, grace and harmony becomes intimate companions of the soul. Commitment to this path requires intention to affirm. Here, hang on a second. I gotta show you Taxi. He wants to get up here and say hi. Come here, baby. Come here. Oh, say hi to everybody. Say hello. Say hello. This is my guy. This is my little lover boy. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so here we go again. Commitment to this path requires intention to affirm the power of love in all actions, words, and deeds, for love and truth are inseparable. The embodiment of infinite truth includes the practice of speaking true words with a beautiful voice so that our language may echo the universal poetry of the divine feminine. This involves a poised balancing of the twin forces of the will and love. Thoughtful and well-intentioned communication, known to Buddhists as right speech, is the vital source of inspired relationships. In the words of Cha Han, people deal too much with negative, with what is wrong. Why not try to see positive things, to just touch those things and make them bloom? In other words, your next relationship, do speak the truth, but do it in a loving, kind, caring way through your heart. And hopefully the person that you get involved with will also speak through their heart. Pictured on this card in radiant blue, the color of the fifth energy center, or the throat chakra, is what might be described as an image of the infinite echo of the goddess. The sky itself holds her imprint, for she is the voice of timelessness and eternity. The wind is her very breath, and it flows through her and out of her, creating a very beautiful song of life. The 7 butterflies emanating through her vortex of sound represents the 7 sacred chakras, centers of transformation that have become activated by the awakening of her world consciousness. So the butterflies right here is awakening. You're transforming. You're getting out of your cocoon and you're turning into this beautiful butterfly. And of course your throat chakra is being opened now. The flower in the world's soul blossoms and reaches her ear, allowing only the purest vibrations to enter the inner chambers of her mind. In this way, infinite truth is fully actualized. At this stage of initiation, the great mystery of light is revealed. As we grow wiser, we come again through our sacred center of truth. Whatever your tradition or practice, however, you offer your skills to the world. Trace your roots and find the center of stillness and peace within. Only from this grace-filled place can we restore the health and well-being of ourselves and our planet. A sacred fire ignites within the heart of humanity once again. So, you want to turn your pain into power. And I have one soul message for you. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light that most often frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. As we liberate from our own fears, our present automatically liberates others. So once we raise our vibration and live in the truth, everybody around you will start living in their truth too. You're being called to speak your truth from a kind heart and to transform. Look at everything as beautiful through God's eyes. And God always operates under the frequency of love, peace, and power. So remember that as an affirmation, that God didn't put you here to be small and meek and live in fear. He put you here to be strong, have strength, and to embrace who you are. You're not inadequate. You are anything but inadequate. You are wonderful. You are special, and you are loved by God and by the universe and by me. So that being said, I'm so happy to give you this reading and some positive affirmations tonight. So I'll see you once again real soon. Thank you for joining in.